So there's something here. Let's talk about it before we touch the, I guess, all right. I don't know if this will be relevant. We have the card of vision on the bottom. But I sense that someone's been feeling bad for someone. I don't know if it's just someone feeling bad, but I feel like what I saw was someone's been sort of protecting somebody, like, oh my God, I gotta protect them. Like, this person's being so mean to them. This person's being so mean to them. Or like, this is abusive. Someone on the outside is looking at something else and it's like, this is abusive. And like, they're right that the one that's on the bottom is the weak one. But the thing is the bottom likes it. Like, there's an alpha and a beta. This could be like some weird S&M thing, or like just somebody likes to wear the dog collar. But the thing is the person that's like, hey, this is unhealthy, or like, hey, this is abusive. The one that's on the bottom, the one that's getting, that the person thinks is getting abused, is actually into it. They're super into it. It's like someone's going to catch them like with their ass up in the air, like, oh, wait a second, they like that. And then they're like, ow! They like it. So I don't know if I'd get involved with something if it ain't your business. Because maybe those folks are just into that kind of thing. You know, maybe they're into things that are not so harmonious. Right? They like it. It's like they like it rough. You know, maybe someone just likes, again, being a sub. Okay. Bottoms up. Is that a song? All right. Interesting. I don't know, but there's that. All right. What is this about? Okay, we have the cards of power and wealth. So Borage and a money tree. This isn't a money tree, though. This card is a lie. This is a friendship tree, right? It's not a money tree. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So someone knows what's real or not. Someone knows what's a lie or not. I guess it kind of goes into what we're talking about. It's like, okay, this means this. I know that. That's for sure. That's the strong one. That one's in charge. And this one's just like, I'm this. And it's just like, no, you're not that. You're this. It could be like where someone comes in and it's like, no, you can be stronger. Like, no, you don't have to be like, why are you locked in that cage? Do you want to get out of that cage? Why do you have a collar on? And it's just like, oh, I can't talk to you. It's like, why not? And it's just like, I'm not allowed to. And it's like, okay, well, do you want me to let you out? Like, while your owner is like in the basement or whatever, like, let me help you get out of this situation. And they're like, no, dude, I'm cool. I'm here. I like it. So someone else's abuse, or like in what they're into, is really offends somebody else. Now, I'm not saying that it's healthy, because I don't think that it is. Anyone that wants abuse, whether they do it to themselves or they get it from somebody else, there's something fucked up there, right? There's something a little off there. They get power, because sometimes the bottom is going to get the power by what the upper one is given to them. You know, it's just like, I'm taking this. It almost seems like, again, it's so twisted. It's so twisted. But somebody's into it. They're into it. And you know what? I feel like people make money off of that, right? This could be like maybe somebody here's like a dominatrix. It's just like I mean, that literally is a job. Like, spit in my face. Some of the wealthiest people pay for that kind of thing too. I mean, people do it. People do it for no money, but people pay high dollar for that kind of thing, for abuse. Right, this could even be like plastic surgery. Man, it's trippy the way these readings go over here. Or anyway, but that's the thing, is like some people are just into it. Is it art? Alright, let's move along. Because we're not changing that. That's just happening. I mean, you could separate the two, but they would just find like another thing. You know what I mean? They'd find the same thing somewhere else. Let's see. Oh, some people are into it way too young, though. You're right about that. Like, it starts too early. This situation, it starts too early. Someone doesn't want their kids, like, watching certain movies. Kids, like, want to be villains now. They're like praising the villains instead of the heroine or the hero in the story. They want to be a villain. Somebody wants to be the villain. Someone's trying to control the children. Weird. It's Moon Day on a Tuesday, so I guess we're tapping into the underworld of things that people don't want to, that happen in the world that people don't want to talk about. I mean, okay. So this is like where the owls go. Right? Weaving spiders shall not enter. Someone's also obsessed with, like, this is a fire dragon. Someone has, like, someone's obsessed with Kali. Like, someone's obsessed with, again, with the demonic. Like, there's gods and goddesses, right? And, like, some gods are nice and some gods are evil. If you're not going to have... Okay. What are we talking about? I'm getting dizzy even just thinking about all this. Trying to tap into it. Someone's trying to change the frequency of the earth. Okay. I'm seeing that, what's that called? CERN? Someone needs to be discerning about what their children are a part of, who their children hang out with. Like, children are susceptible, especially before they get to that age where they switch, like 12, 13. Like, 13 is usually where it's like, okay, man, okay, now you are a young man. You're becoming a man, right? You're going to go on your hunt. A female, a little girl is going to have her period. She's going to become a young lady. You become a woman. Before that, it's very important to be protective of your children, especially till they're 8. Now, we're not talking about submission again, like, you can't go anywhere. I'm going to lock you up and put you in the crate, and you can't go any further than out of my sight whenever there's no freedom. That's gonna fuck them just as hard as somebody trying to, like, do it right. Okay. What in the heck is going on? The school systems, like the public school systems, are, I feel like this is Rahu energy. It's like there's smoke around it. It's not, there's things that aren't being told. Like, things are happening in the school that they're not telling the parents about like they used to. It's like what they're, and again, everything in this card is kind of like, it's all villains or like dark shit. It's like, oh, okay, here's the vampire and the monster and the dragon that like burns the whole town down. There's nothing gentle in this. Why are, because all kids do is mimic what's around them, right? That's all we do. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Okay. Let's... Yeah, I think someone used to think something was cool. Like, yeah, like, that's what I'm supposed to do. Just because they saw it, like, they saw it on TV or they saw someone else do it. They're like, yeah, that's what I do, right? That's how I get power. You know? I fuck someone over, and it's like, oh, if I can't fuck someone over, then um, I'll find, it's like, I don't like this energy. I don't think someone thought about so much when they were like, maybe they had intent. Like maybe they had intent when they started this. I don't like the cards of wealth and power with this dragon and all the villains in the school bus. It's reminding me of like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, now we're in control, you know, send your kids to school and now they're going to be mine until they're, you know, from what? It's during these very influential times, like 8 to 13. But her personality's formed at the age of 5, right? So some of these... It's like somebody doesn't know what's right and wrong. But the thing is I don't know, like, they do, though. They do. It goes way back to the beginning when we were talking about, it's like, yo, this is abusive. And someone's just like, yeah, I know. I can see that, too. But a person feels powerless in it to be able to help it. It's just like, well, what do I do? What am I supposed to do about that? You know, it's just like, how can I homeschool my kids when I go to work? You know, I can't leave my kids alone. I heard they're fucking crazy. Like they're little demons, you know, like they don't listen. They think they're in charge. Oh my God, that's probably one of the things, is giving too much power to the kids too. Like, oh, they're in charge. They can make all these major adult decisions, like what they want to be. Like, I want to be, you know, like Frankenstein. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You are 6 years old. No, you're not going to get a tattoo of a dragon on your chest. What are you, crazy? Like, no, you can't put bolts in your neck. No, you can't drink that person's blood. That's not appropriate. What the heck is... So someone's sad that they don't have power And so they're just going to try to be like somebody else, like something again that's influential. It's just like, well, I don't have any power of my own. So again, I'm going to be somebody's bitch. But they're in a group. I'm sorry for yelling, but it's just like it feels passionate. It's like someone's trying to feel strong enough to get out of something, because this is like cult. This feels like a cult. And it's sad because it's using the energy in the wrong way. Like children's power is because they're childlike. They're not supposed to be all adulting, whatever, trying to be influenced by adult things too young, because it fucks them up. You shouldn't be watching. It's almost just like I see, like when people watch these scary movies, they don't realize, but they're giving those stories power, and the people who make those movies are just playing out like it's like when they talk about the Aztecs having having human sacrifice. I mean, we still do that in war, but I'm seeing it where it's like movies do that, and then when the kids watch the movies, it's like it takes the power away from the kids because it's pure, and it actually makes it as if they are there, even though there's this separation of the screen between them. So I would be cautious again, like if you have children, I mean, even yourself as an adult, you still have an inner child, but just be cautious of like what you're connecting to. And I know this reading seems intense. Maybe you're like, well, maybe this is exactly what I'm not supposed to be watching. And it's like, maybe you're not, I don't know, but maybe someone doesn't know that this is wrong again. And there are certain things that a person can do to change things. No, you cannot make the sub that wants to get fucked in the ass and on a collar and be put in literally, you can't make somebody get out of a domestic abuse relationship, but you can give a good example to and explain maybe to your children or to others like why you're doing what you did. You know what I mean? Like, not just like, well, why can't I watch the movie? Because I said so. It's just like, because I said so is going to make the one, whatever, if there isn't it's not even about a good reason. It's just it's someone trying to explain something. Right? If that dude wouldn't have told me that he wanted to be there in that cage when I saw him, then I would have always left that situation thinking like, oh my God, I could have saved him. But he said it plain. He said it plain as day. He said, he's my man. That's what I am. I'm his dog. And I was like, oh, okay. That's some weird shit, but go for it. Do your thing. And then I left that environment. Okay, end of story.